Welcome to RAIN, the Real Estate Investor Growth Network with your hostess, Jen Josie. Join like-minded real estate investors and accelerate your business towards greatness. You will hear step-by-step strategies for success, interviews with real estate rock stars, and we will dig deep into past projects where we bear it all, including the good, the bad, and some just plain ugly. So get excited. Here's the bestower of badassery herself, the real Jen Josie. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm Jen Josie, creator of RAIN, the Real Estate Investor Growth Network. Whoop, whoop. Today's episode is about writing SMART goals. Yes, it's that time of year, SMART goals. But before we begin, here is today's badassery bestowment, my little badass gift to you. One of the most important papers you can have your contractor sign, there's a couple of them, but one of the most important ones is what's called a lien waiver, L-I-E-N waiver. It is a document that needs to be signed at the completion of a project. I do not give final payment to my contractors until they sign this form. It states that all work has been completed and paid for, including any material provided by the contractor. This very document saved our asses one time when a window installer provided the materials for our project. We paid him, and then he never paid the window supply house. Having his signature on that form protected us from a costly lawsuit. So, get your lien waiver signed at the end of all projects before you give out that final payment. All right, now on to today's episode. This is one of my past blogs, and it is about SMART goals. So it'll be quick, but it is an important one, so listen in. Yes, everyone is doing it. It is time to suck it up and write your SMART goals. I was a public school teacher for 16 years and dreaded the day-long professional development days when government funding was justified by injecting our brains with the next greatest teaching tool. Think Common Core. Blech. You were trapped for hours in a room of teachers knowing that whatever they were rolling out would be replaced with the next latest and greatest educational strategy the following year. All we really wanted to do was get our classrooms ready for what we did best, teach. One of these professional development days, prior to the start of the school year, us puffy-eyed teachers were introduced to what is called a SMART goal. The speaker was an overly excited representative from the school board who hadn't been in the classroom for over a decade, but still felt the need to speak to us like third graders. She weaved through the media center speaking about how SMART goals were so awesome while licking her thumb every 4 seconds to dispense a worksheet to each table. When I got my spit-infused worksheet with SMART written down the left side, the only goal I could think of was how quick we could get this over with. The speaker asked us to take out our pencils and write down the words to complete the acronym for SMART. And those words are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. In my own brain, I decided the acronym stood for Stupid Meetings Are Really Tiresome. I'm hilarious. We were instructed to make a goal for our students, and it would be posted in our classroom for the entire year. Someone at the school board level did not think this through because we hadn't even met our students yet. How could we determine specific and measurable goals for kids we had never laid eyes on? Would it be attainable? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Relevant to what? Time-bound? School year. Got it. At least one letter was easy. My frustration was based on all the unknowns and wasting brain power on a project that would probably not even make it to my classroom wall. Little did I know, SMART goals were there to stay. The last decade of my teaching career required us to dig deep into our sleepy brains, still recovering from summer vacay, and create our SMART goals for the year. Of course, I would use the same goal year after year, but knew to tweak the numbers just a bit so I didn't look like a complete derelict. After I left teaching, I did not think about a SMART goal for years. It wasn't until my husband Vance and I attended a local meetup and the speaker, someone who I greatly admired, passed out worksheets with the acronym SMART written down the left side. The speaker, also a former teacher who I love, began to talk about how awesome SMART goals and how they were going to help us focus our businesses. She asked the room if anyone knew what SMART stood for, and I immediately perked up and flailed my arm around just like the annoying student who thought they knew everything. Because I looked up to the speaker so much, SMART goals took on a whole new meaning. I found it was so much easier to write SMART goals for what I knew best, and that was me. Vance and I spent the rest of the meeting creating a SMART goal for our newly created business, and here's what we came up with. Annual goal. Jolific Homes will flip 3 homes and wholesale 10 properties by the end of the year. We will acquire these properties via auctions, MLS, and networking. By achieving this goal, we will develop relationships with private money lenders, build a strong team of contractors, and reduce our debt while profiting $50,000. Monthly goal. Jolific Homes will make 20 offers per month through networking, wholesalers, and MLS to build income and gain the skills and necessary experience to become successful real estate investors. Personal goal. Vance and Jen will dedicate a minimum of 10 hours per week expanding their knowledge of the real estate investment business by completing mastery curriculum, attending networking meetings, and researching leads. They will continue to respect and support each other while keeping an open line of communication through weekly meetings. We didn't meet all our numbers that year, but by creating a SMART goal, we were able to focus our business activities with a very specific and clear intention spelled out. Unlike my classroom SMART goals, I actually did print these and post them in our office in a spot where we could both see. We also keep our SMART goals in the same Google Drive folder of our weekly meetings to reference them when we are in a slump. If we are running low on projects, we open the SMART goals and see that we vowed to write 20 offers per month when it's been weeks since we wrote our last one. After our initial SMART goals were created, I took the same approach for my teaching days and simply tweaked the numbers each year. We discovered our wholesaling number was a bit high that first year since we needed more deals with more profit. We also learned that writing fewer quality offers produced more deals. Here is what our SMART goal was a few years later. Jolific Homes will flip 12 properties, wholesale 2 properties, and increase our rental portfolio with 6 more buy and holds by the end of the year. We will acquire these properties via direct mail, Facebook ads, MLS, and referrals. By achieving this goal, we will develop relationships with private money lenders, raising over $2 million, build a strong team of contractors, and reduce our debt while profiting $300,000. Jolific Homes will continue to be private money lenders using their self-directed IRA. Monthly goal. Jolific Homes will evaluate 10 properties and make a minimum of 4 offers to add 2 projects per month. Jolific Homes will grow their list of lenders, contractors, realtors, competitors, etc. by adding a minimum of 15 new contacts to their database through networking at a minimum of 4 networking events. Jolific Homes will maintain their website and continue to update social media on a regular basis. Personal goal. Vance and Jen will dedicate a minimum of 3 hours per week expanding their knowledge of real estate investment business by completing mastery curriculum, attending networking meetings, reading industry-specific books and webinars. Jen and Vance will continue to respect and support each other while keeping an open line of communication through weekly meetings. Jen and Vance will focus on improving their health by going to the gym regularly. SMART goals became such an important aspect of our business that we schedule a 5-day goal writing trip to our Airbnb each Christmas. This past year, we also created our Vivid Vision, which was a very specific, shared vision of where our company will be 3 years from then. I highly recommend this book by Cameron Herold. It only took me a couple hours to read. You may read our Vivid Vision from that year by clicking in the show notes. We wrote that Vivid Vision first so we could align our 2020 SMART goals to where we wanted our business to be 3 years from then. Now, you are welcome to copy my SMART goals and tweak them to your liking, but here's a breakdown of each letter of the acronym. S, specific. This is your what. What do you want to achieve? Make sure your goals are focused with a tangible outcome in mind. You cannot be vague, for then your direction will never come into focus. Instead of say, we will meet lots of people, you should state, we will meet 25 new realtors this year to generate an extra lead each month for sellers with distressed properties. M, measurable. This is your how. How will you know you achieved your goal? This should be a clear definition of your success, which will allow you to evaluate your progress. Typically, this is a number which you should be able to track either daily, weekly, monthly, or whatever you decide. If one of your goals is to wholesale 10 properties this year, you should add by cold calling 20 people a day and mailing 10 probate leads a week. A, attainable. This is another how. How should you achieve your goal? While you should choose a goal that is achievable, you should also challenge yourself just beyond your comfort zone. The attainable section should list the action steps needed to achieve your goal. When you start writing SMART goals each year, this is a great reflecting point for you to reference. In the past, you may have had to, quote, add 3 contractors to your team each month by asking the pro service desk at Home Depot for their busiest contractors. Instead, you may, quote, meet 1 general contractor each quarter who provides a list of their vetted subcontractors who are all licensed and insured. R, relevant. This is your why. Why is your goal important to you? When you write your goals, you need to make sure they align with your core values so they will be worthwhile of your efforts. Instead of, I want to flip condos, you should write, I want to flip 3 condos a month with minimal repairs to provide a safe home for lower income families. T, time bound. This is your when your goal should be completed. Determining a target date establishes the discipline needed to reach your goals. The time frame should provide enough motivation to focus your action steps and be realistic enough to avoid discouragement. Now, I hope I have made you excited about writing your SMART goals and that you didn't roll your eyes like I did to that thumblicker that introduced the strategy to me many years ago. There are so many studies out there, but most experts agree that when you write down your goals, you are 42% more likely to achieve them. 42%! In all the years that we have been writing our SMART goals, Vance and I have found this to be true. One year, we met our main annual goal by the end of June. The next year, we raised the bar even higher. One more study states that if you share your goal with others, that number to achieve those goals rises to 92%. So, my challenge to you, shall you grow a pair and accept it, write your SMART goals and post them on social media for all the world to see. Wouldn't you want 92% of your goals achieved? What are you waiting for? If you would like to download a template for my SMART goals, they will be in the show notes. So, thank you for listening. That is all. We will catch you on the next episode. Now go out there and share your badassery. And don't forget, make it a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Whoop whoop!
Thank you for listening to RAIN, the Real Estate Investor Growth Network. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform so you never miss an episode. If you need more badassery, you can follow Jen Josie by visiting therealjenjosie.com or become a member of RAIN by registering on rainmastermind.com.